This my partner doesn't deserve a second chance. One thing about relationship is that you don't love out of pity. When I came to marry her in 2021, she was 42. She was once married. Ex-husband, some people, somebody grace, some are tikabo, you grace. Yeah, and my mom said, those are the type of lady you should marry because ó yẹ kó rí ẹ pé ó ti fọkọ rí. Kò sí nǹkan tó bad nínú pé o fẹ́yàn tó lọ́kọ rí àbí no, there's no big deal about it. Don't let them use this òwe ọmọ burúkú ṣe é fẹ́ àná burúkú ò ṣe é ní. It's outdated o. O ò lè rọ́mọ olówó méjì tí wọ́n máa go their separate ways. Kò ní jó wọn ló máa díjà wọn lẹ̀. That's why I'm telling the younger ones, if you want to be or you want to marry, you need to date someone that is doing pretty well. Because the other people are balancing the pé.
All right. I'm gonna play the full video, but let me bring us up to speed. What we're looking at is an interview with a guy called Olusegun Oluwole on the Talk to Be, our podcast that has everybody talking. So he was asked if he would ever give his ex-wife another chance to fix their marriage. His answer was a flat no. He said she does not deserve a second chance because of what happened between them. In a world where people always tell you to forgive and forget. His story is going viral right now. But again, I want to play this video so you can get a little bit. But I watched the full story and Uncle Beno recommended that I go watch this video yesterday. So I watched the full thing and we're back to it again. This is the typical story we get that goes viral. Another man jumping on a podcast, crying wolf. He was the victim. The other person was the villain. Okay. Or at least they were the enabler. They were the reason why he committed all of the one atrocity that he committed, which is only to love. His fault was that he loved on a girl who had nothing to bring to the table except being a single broken up single mother. I don't know if she was a single mother, but she had been married before. But basically the story he narrated was that it was all her fault except one thing that he did wrong. What was the one thing he did wrong? Oh, there was one thing. It wasn't exactly loving. But anyway, I'll remember. Let me just play this video again and then we'll get back to it.
Mommy gold digger. Just here, but this woman couldn't conceive. Is the one that had problems. I stood by her. Say on about here, I want to see that. This is someone that couldn't afford a divorce. I did. There's no big deal in seeing someone that is struggling financially. There's no big deal. The kind of money I spent on this person. I mean, there's some ladies out there that they need 1/5 of this money and they will be where they want to be. All what they need is just like a token of 500,000 naira. That's small money just to be independent. And we started planning the marriage, during the COVID. So I sneak in and out of the country, not knowing that I was just wasting money. I saw some signs. I'm not sure. When a woman is telling you, I don't want a big wedding, she's hiding something. Doing all this planning, this woman stopped talking to me for like about 3 weeks. She won't pick my call until I now put a call through to her mom. This woman can keep malice with a dead body. My and this is a woman that sacrificed a lot for her because at the time when I wanted to bring my mom on holiday, my mom said, no, don't worry. I international passport. I had to call all my friends. And a friend gave me his credit card. That's where the problem started from. I didn't know she had a plan. The reason why I'm doing this is because I want the younger ones to learn. I just came out of depression, my sister. One lot to monitor me because I have high blood pressure now. Do you know how many guys that have died all in the name of because they got it wrong? Because of this lady, I used to sell cars. I couldn't drive the type of car I want because I want to give her a good life. Do you think if I had asked her father or if I had asked her to bring 5 million naira and then she invested, do you think she walk away that way? She now went behind me to go and do what I told her not to. I was angry and I locked it up. I'm saying this, nobody's putting gun on my head. Beg for attention.
Okay.
This woman. There might be second stage of
that was the one thing he did wrong. He locked her outside. He locked her outside. Husband and wife, 2020 and beyond. You locked your wife outside. There's nothing that spells out lame more than that. LAME. And not lack of game, just lame, dictionary meaning. There's nothing, not to this brother out of, but anybody that act like this brother.
this interview podcast, I'll wait for her and I triple dare her come out on any social media. Then I will now put out some footages, receipts. Maybe we should leave it at that. I like to, in the UK, we like to do our things with evidence.
At any point, you made her feel like did her a favor by marrying her?
Wait. That's a jump question. Abiola. What do you mean she did her a favor? Of course he did her a favor. Of course. Let me read some of these comments. Oh God. I'm gonna have to react to each one of those sentences. I'll try my best within this segment. The mom of 5 is going in. She said he's Agbaya, mad at the same time. Why is he shouting? Shameless man. He's just telling his story. Maybe that's what you ladies want. You say you ask men to speak up, right? You want them to speak up and stop living in silent abuse. And he's come out to tell his story. You know how you tell people like, their story is valid. Their story is valid. Can we accord him the same grace, mom of 5, that his story is valid? Can we? You change your mind, ladies. You change your mind. You don't want men to come out and tell their story anymore. No, they can't tell their story. Men that are suffering, men they suffer, they should come and tell their story on podcasts. That's what we've been saying. No grace from me whatsoever. Men too, they suffer. I said men too. Men they suffer. Anyway, let me see some of the comments on that post. The top comment here is from an Marike of Lagos. Not every woman who prefers a simple wedding is hiding something. Some of us just value the marriage more than the party. That was a question that Uncle Benno asked yesterday, and I just couldn't see the correlation. I can, but the angle to the correlation is lame. So because somebody doesn't want loud marriage or loud wedding rather, that means they're hiding something. Do you have any other thing that you know about this person to correlate or make that conclusion? Are you just going to make a conclusion off of one thing? So that one thing does not tell us anything. If they are like, I don't want anybody to know we're together. They don't want you to post on social media. And maybe you can find 3 other things that align with that. Maybe I can reason with you small, but this one thing, it doesn't tell us anything. It doesn't tell us anything now. Someone said, I love the fact that men are now speaking up. See? Let me see. That's a woman. See? I wasn't talking about the mom of 5. Go. I'm just talking about women in general. They want men to speak up. Do you still want men to speak up? Somebody said, God bless you. God bless you. Somebody said, I love it for the sake of the younger ones coming up. All the myths about strong men should go away. Somebody said, Nyimu, this one resembled the victim for your eyes. Let me look at the third comment here. Somebody said, spending money on a woman doesn't mean you're a perfect partner. Now, that is a fact of life that you can take to the bank. It also doesn't mean you're not perfect. I don't think there's such a thing as perfect, but it doesn't mean you're a perfect partner. So can we get some more of the story? Speaking of the more of the story, I want to go at this one sentence at a time. Okay. No, we never start to the more of 5. We never start to at this point you're tired. Okay. No. You cannot be tired at this point. We must see this. People must hit rock bottom. This generation that's outside, this dating, marriage, and relationship generation, they must collect first. Okay? Because people like me, we know or a while can you do? Or a while can do until they hit rock bottom. Okay? Let them go and be telling their stories first. Okay? That's some Obìnrin we tell them to tell their story. We show them shaggy. All right. So we're here. We're patient. Okay. Rock bottom for everybody is different. For some people, it's not in this life. For some people, they hear me right now and it makes sense to them. Everybody is different. Everybody's threshold is different. But hey, we'll just wait. Pressure to
everything I do, I will. Pressure to what?
Well, again, was he a lifelong bachelor? He said he told so much on himself. If you guys are up for it, when I'm done with this top of the hour, I can probably get into line by line and see if I can. I don't know, maybe another hour or so. But let me finish the content first. But let me see. Listen, let's listen in.
Our relationship is that you don't love out of pity. When I came to
My partner does not deserve a second chance, even though he went on to tell us a story of how he apologized. He was begging for her to come back, even though this man was dumped. He was dumped, Loju Pali. It was a premium breakfast. You have to listen to the full story to get that. It was a premium breakfast. The full 2 hour, maybe a little bit less podcast was basically just shalaye.
You go explain because no evidence.
Okay, it was just shalaye. It was just no evidence. Now, to be fair to him, he said he had a ton of evidence that he wanted to share. Let me guess, all of them were video and pictures that would tell us nothing except moments that you captured to come and justify or juxtapose your own side of the story. But anyway,
to marry her in 2021, she was 42. She was once married. Ex-husband, the hello.
In 2021, she was 42. She was once married. Ex-husband, what? The ex-husband drove her to her parents' house to go and put her there. Basically, she got kicked out from her previous marriage. He's telling us all of this to tell us what? He shouldn't have married a person who was once divorced. He's warning young men against, if somebody is after one, don't go after them. He doesn't tell us anything.
Some people, somebody grace, some atikabo you grace. Yeah, and my mom said,
who was the one who was the grace giver? He was giving grace to a person who was once divorced. Right? He's an innocent, perfect man. He did nothing wrong, except, what was it that he did wrong again? He kicked her out at some point during their marriage. In that cold London weather. UK people, are you guys okay?
But those are the type of lady you should marry because
so somebody told her, if somebody has been married before, that's the kind of marry you should marry. Look at that level of retardedness. Excuse my French. In the formula of a person to marry. Find the right person. If you just find the right, shout out to marriage. If you just find the right person, they will accept you as is. Never mind the right person. Just find a person that has been married before. Okay? And suddenly, perfectly, you will have a good marriage because their head they should have sense.
There's no big deal about it. Don't let them use this way. It's outdated though. Oh,
this is the problem with this kind of people. They will pick apart ancient wisdom. They will justify it around, they will wrap it around their point of view and their pain points. And they will sit down one by one and they start dismantling ancient wisdom without ever taking the time to seek what does this actually mean with an elder. Right? It is still true. Amaburuku shefe, yaoburuku, yakiniko. It's okay to have a bad wife, but it's not okay to have a bad in-law. There's tons of wisdom behind that. If you take it literally, it is no wonder why they collect woto from inside of marriage. Oh my shit. Listen, if I have time, I'll come back to this. But I have a question. When the wife dumps a man, is warning other men about the red flags, the right move? It's a question that I'm asking you, right? After you have collected breakfast, after you don't collect woto. Yeah. One day, you gentlemen will learn that Obìnrin is not your mate.
Obìnrin.
One day you learn. And you need to talk to your fathers, your uncles, the one that has gotten it right, to get the wisdom. This your right and wrong rhetoric is not going to work. Sitting down and dismantling ancient wisdom because it doesn't make logical sense from your myopic, short-sighted standpoint, is not going to help you. What you need to do, there's a reason why those sayings, they've stood the test of time. There's a reason, and there's an extremely good chance that if you're dismantling them from a literal standpoint, you're going to miss it. But that's my question. When a wife dumps a man, is warning other men about the red flags the right move, does he even know what the red flags are? Does he know how to separate the red flags from just his lame behavior? Anyway, hit the like button, ladies and gentlemen. Share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I want to share 3 signs with you, and then I'll see if I can get into maybe another hour of this guy's reactions. If you guys want, I'll do another hour of his reactions. If not, I'll check. I'll check if you guys want it. If you guys don't tell me absolutely that you want it, I have things to do for the rest of the day. Okay. But hit the like button, share, subscribe, turn up your notifications so you're notified when we go live. I'll be right back.
This is Ola, man of Prestige, your favorite relationship and marriage coach. If you enjoyed this, smash that like, subscribe, and share it with someone who needs it. Be a part of the Prestige family. My wife Lola and I have written 2 powerful books, Get My Marriage Back and Number 1 Red Flag. Yours free at manofprestige.com. For personal coaching, send me a WhatsApp request for consultation to +1 732 305 8577. Stay tuned for more. Your journey to love and prestige starts here.